Hello again, everyone. You may remember a few weeks back a video where I discussed the massive leak of MLP Season 8 materials, and given the circumstances behind said leak, I had decided it would be best if I were to avoid looking into any of those materials wherever possible. Back then, I knew that there was other information leaked along with those Season 8 materials, specifically the fact that the MLP staff were also doing some preliminary work on a Generation 5 version of the show, but again, I was still going to avoid looking into any details where possible. So, for anyone who might be worried, I'm not going to be discussing any potential spoilers, nor will I be showing any images of anything that wasn't intended to be released to the public just yet. However, I do think there is something worth addressing. Whether you feel it is worthwhile to look into these materials or not, it is becoming increasingly difficult to browse through YouTube videos without coming across blatant spoiler images and video titles, which is spreading this information even further. And I know that more than a few fans of mine are growing increasingly concerned about what is and isn't true about the future of the show we've grown to enjoy so much over the years. While I am still keeping away from any of the leaked materials, so I'm sure my perspective will be limited in some regard, I do want everyone to remember what went into the current generation of MLP before it went on the air. Lauren Faust came up with so many fantastic ideas for both the world and these characters, but not everything she originally thought up was used in the show. For example, did you know that there was a time when Pinkie Pie had wings and was named Surprise? Fluttershy was actually going to be an Earth pony along with Applejack, but after some feedback, it was decided that the main six dynamic would work a little better if these two characters were to switch roles. And I think that change was actually for the better. Also, did you know that Lauren originally wanted Luna to play much more of a role in Season 1, but the higher-ups at Hasbro thought a darker-themed princess might be a little too much for a show aimed at young children? I actually wish the MLP staff had decided early on to stick with Lauren's original vision for Luna's character, don't you think? Point is, during the preliminary stages of planning a new show, even when it's based off a previous well-known property, change happens. Ideas come and go. Characters evolve to fit not only individual needs, but also group dynamics. Story angles which may have worked very well at one point in the creative process can quickly lose much of their value when writers and directors decide to alter the entire course of the show. So, if any of you out there are eagerly looking into spoiler territory, or if, like me, you are actively trying to avoid it and still run across a few snippets of information by accident, I hope you'll remember the process that Lauren Faust went through creating the characters we've grown so accustomed to nowadays. Generation 4 still has a long ways to go before it'll draw to a close, even past the upcoming Season 8. So anything we may hear about Generation 5 now can very easily become radically different by the time it eventually airs, whenever that may be. For now, I'll be patiently awaiting the arrival of new episodes for MLP Season 8, and if there happens to be any officially released information regarding future episodes or future generations, then I'll feel much more comfortable discussing it. Until then, I think it'll be a lot healthier for all of us if we treat any of these leaked tidbits as little more than unsubstantiated fluff. What do you think? I am Dr. Wolf, and I look forward to hearing from you.